Hi everyone, thank you for watching this video tutorial. Today we're covering contracts in Houzz Pro, the built-in contracts tool that lets you create, send, and finalize agreements in the same powerful place your projects are managed. One practical tip before we dive in. When you send a contract, we recommend sending an estimate or retainer request at the same time so you can collect a deposit right away. So to create a new contract, I'm going to click contract here, and I have three options. I can create from a template, which is a ready-made template from the Houzz Pro legal team. I can upload an existing PDF or a Word doc and then edit it. Or I can create a contract from scratch and build the contract and copy and paste an existing text that I have. You can create a contract from inside the project, or you can create a contract at the lead stage. So here I am. I have this contract that I created with a ready-made template from Houzz Pro, and I'm inside my project. So I already have the client automatically pre-populated, but at any point you can, of course, edit the client info, but you can also add any recipient, and that recipient for your contract could be a client, but a vendor, a sub. If you want to add a sub who is not yet part of the project, like here, you're gonna be able to grant access right there, and you can invite that sub, and they're gonna get an email notification and they're gonna be able to join the project. Now, on your contract, use the editor to format headings here. You can bold certain items. Headings automatically populate the left-hand outline, so recipients can jump to specific sections easily. You're going to be able also to add your logo at the top. You're going to image, and then you're going to do insert logo. And here, I'm going to center it. I'm going to also center this. And you can reposition it as needed. You're going to be able also to use smart text to pull all the project details so that you don't have to type them in. So to insert smart text, you can click anywhere and just click right. But you can also just use that right here. I'm going to add full name. And right here, I'm going to add my company name. With smart text, you're going to be able to autofill client, subcontractor details, project details, dates, documents, and more. If I'm sending a contract to subcontractor, then here I'm going to see the sub details instead of seeing the client details. You're going to also have the ability to add checkboxes. Checkboxes require recipients to actively acknowledge specific items in a contract. So if I want to add to make sure that my client acknowledge the payment terms, for example, I'm going to be able to add right here a checkbox. If you want to make sure that your recipient can check the box, when you send that contract over, you'll need to make sure that this checkbox is selected. Allow recipients to select checkboxes on the send screen. So we recommend you use checkboxes for scope, warranty terms, payment terms, any other item where you want a clear, auditable record that the recipient confirmed the term before the signing. What you can do also, in addition, is include inline signatures or initials. You're going to see that by default, at the bottom of the contract, you're going to have default signature spots, but you can also open the e-signature panel at the top right and place signature or initial fields anywhere in the document, which is useful, again, for confirming acceptance of specific clauses. So let's say I want to add here initials. I'm going to insert right there this field. And then you can also label it however you want it. And during signing, each entry, each signature, everything is going to be automatically time-stamped. The date is going to be added, and a signed PDF is delivered to relevant parties and saved automatically to the project files. And the activity log right here records the signature and the entire activity on the contract. When your contract is ready to go, click Preview to confirm what the recipient sees. You can from there download the PDF, copy a share link, or send it directly from Houzz Pro, as we showed before. Remember about the checkbox. Sending from Houzz Pro keeps all contract activity documented inside the platform. So to get all that tracking in, make sure that you send it via the send model, or that you copy the link. If you download it as a PDF, you won't get all the automatic tracking. You'll notice that we have also the commenting capabilities in contracts. Clients, subs, depending who is the recipient, and your team can comment directly on the contract. Again, here, the activity log is going to preserve the full conversation. Everything is going to be documented for you, so you don't have to piece together multiple email threads. Contracts are going to provide real-time notifications for when a document is opened, viewed, or signed, and every action is recorded in the activity stream that we saw right at the bottom of the document. You can also use automations right here. You can edit them and use the tokens to customize the content. You can also use automations to send thank you messages when a client signs. Pro tip: once your layout and language are perfect, save the contract as a template so you can reuse it across projects. If you go back here, you're going to see the All Contracts dashboard. It's going to show every contract across your projects. So you can go right there. And you're going to be able to use the filters to find contracts by status or by recipients or projects. I hope you liked the video. If you have any question, any feedback, reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you.